Youth Christian and Muslim Forum of Nigeria says allegations of Christian genocide in Nigeria by all-party parliamentary group in the United Kingdom is false and misleading. Instead of painting religious elements behind violence in the country, the Interfaith Forum rather advised the United Kingdom parliamentarians to concern itself with the sanctity of all human lives, irrespective of religion or ethnic biases, and see to doing enough in collaboration with the Nigerian government to halt any further killings anywhere in the country. The group made this strong stand known in a virtual press statement on Saturday signed by its national president, Pastor Philip Atta. A recent report of the group on freedom of religion and belief, Nigeria, unfolding genocide, had alleged religious coloration in Boko Haram, banditry, and other violent attacks across the country. However, the group said such claims are biased and one-sided malicious narrations from those who do not wish the nation well. While admitting the security challenges in the country, the interfaith group rejected the attempt to attach religious dimension, acknowledging the progress made under President Muhammadu Buhari, saying, "We consider it most distasteful for anyone to attempt to coin a narrative that Christians are actually the target of this murderous group. Worst of all is the attempt to rope the government of President Muhammadu Buhari into this, or perhaps the attempt to drag the armed forces of Nigeria and sister security agencies into the evil religious narration," Pastor Atta disclosed. The statement partly reads, saying Nigeria no doubt is battling some security challenges that have been ongoing for a while now. What we, however, want to set straight is the fact that the killings going on are largely religion blind. Are there killings that involve Christians? The answer is yes. Christians are certainly murdered in Nigeria, but the fact remains out there that these evil terrorists have killed more Muslims and are in fact killing more Muslims. This group are despicable savages that no one knows. So long as you don't support their extreme version of Islam, of which many Muslims in Nigeria don't support, you are regarded as an enemy and become a target of their killings. We know some mischievous elements will want to play the religious card with the ongoing security challenge. We worry less about them, since many of the perpetrators of this narrow and unfortunate narrative do so for their own pecuniary gain. We are, however, concerned about our friends outside the country who may not be well informed about the intrigues and the realities of these security challenges and may want to fall for the one-sided narration of some mischief makers. President Buhari's campaign was anchored on the return of peace to the troubled Northeast region and indeed everywhere else in Nigeria. This promise he has been able to fulfill to an extent with the help of the great men and women of the armed forces. Before the coming on board of this government, almost 14 local government areas were under the total control of the terrorist group less than 18 months in an office. All territories hitherto held by the terrorists have been recovered and normalcy returned to most of these areas. There cannot be any doubt about the government's sincerity in the battle against insurgents and all other forms of criminality going on in the country. The president has made more funding available for the welfare and procurement of required tools to eliminate these bad elements. Whilst we admit the security challenges are not gone, we totally reject the attempt by enemies of the state to bring a religious dimension to the current security challenge, because it is totally false and only in an attempt to whip up religious sentiment to further divide us and distract us from our focus on taking out the terrorists who are the real enemies of the state. In the northwest region of the country, where the killings are now most rampant due to activities of bandits and kidnappers, 90% of the victims are Muslims. Should we say they are being killed because they are Muslims? Take Zamfara State, for example, with one of the highest numbers of deaths in the northwest, yet over 98% of those killed there are Muslims. So would anyone now say Muslims are being targeted in the north for a genocide? Yes, the people killed in Zamfara are Muslims, but they are definitely not killed because of their faith. The same way many Christians must have been killed in the many years of these bad element activities, but not all were killed because of their faith. Not all. He said, but not all. That means some. Okay? Take the Middle Belt, for example. There have been decades of clashes between herders and farmers over the years. Unfortunately, except we collectively sit and find long-lasting solutions, peace may remain elusive in that region. There are several reasons for the conflict in that region. The Youth Christians and Muslim Forum of Nigeria, however, called on all Muslims and Christians across the country to unite and promote peace and unity amongst ourselves. Okay. So this interfaith whatever, both Muslims and Christians, they came together and formed this their group. Now are they the spokes people of the government, because this is the work that Garba Shehu and Femi Adesina usually do. That is their work, to come and defend. They have defended, they've spoken, nobody is listening to them. One thing is that these people, they forget that the UK embassy, they have their people in Nigeria. Likewise, US, they have their people in Nigeria, so they have their embassy. They know people who are working for them. They have their people, and so also other countries too of the world, they are in Nigeria. So when these people come out and say, oh, for those who are outside the country who do not know much that's going on in the country, so that they will not go and believe such narratives, it's really laughable. I don't know whether they are Muslim or they are Christians. Why should they be happening? Now that the governor of Borno State has come out, has cried to the president that, see, a lot of people in the IDP. Okay, if these people are saying, oh yes, some territories have been captured when this government came on board. See, whichever way they get their job done, this bad element we are talking about, whichever way they get their job done, it is not our problem. It is inconsequential. What is important is that they are still committing the same acts, whether they follow this route to get these their atrocities done, or they follow another route to get it done. It is not important. What is important and what is worrisome is the same activities they are still carrying out, which is evil. So now you are telling us that you've been able to retrieve some, or the government has been able to retrieve some, or most of the places, those territories that these Boko people were really overseeing. But they are still doing what they are doing. For the fact they are not holding all those whatever hostage. Yet some of these senators in the northern part of the country, they've told us that it is a lie, that these people are still holding some territory. They are still in charge of some territories. But let's assume that, okay, for the records, they are not in charge of any territory in those areas where they were having upper hand, but they are still carrying out the same activity. So it makes no meaning. It makes no difference. Now, those who are in IDP camp, why are they still there? Whether they are Muslims or whether they are this, why are they still not? Why are they not being defeated? According to what they told us, they said these people have been defeated technically. Now the governor of Borno State is crying out that the people in IDP camp, that they are recruiting them. These Boko people are recruiting them to do all manner of things. Because of what? Because of economy, because of things. Because those people are bored. They are tired of that place. What is the government doing? But they are concentrating more on the repentant Boko people. So this group coming out to tell the UK government, or those who are in charge, who have been, they have come themselves. I think one of the I don't know whether they call it, one of the politicians or whatever, has come to Nigeria. A woman like that, she came herself, based on what she has been hearing. She came herself and she was able to find out by herself, and she had to go back to the parliament to tell them what she experienced. So what are these people telling us? They are telling us that they don't know what they are doing. You think they are like our own country, that they will see the truth and cover it up. For the fact that we know that even in the old world, nobody can be trusted 100%, but ours is just a free fall. Singing the truth and covering it up is just a free fall. So whether they are the ones speaking on behalf of the government, I don't even know. For them, well, confused cowards. Nobody reasonable should think of helping Nigeria as a country, since we are even not serious as a people. God will disgrace the Dathan and Habiran amongst the so-called Christian there. No Christian can write this. It is written by Buhari's loyalists, APC and Muslims. Oh, Philip Atta should go and live in southern Kaduna. So to go and live Kaduna, you should go and live there and see what is happening. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let us know your thoughts.